And now, ladies and gentlemen, live from Ultim8 Recording Studios, it's time for Ultimate News!
Alright, welcome to episode 2 of Ultimate News, your front row seat to Kung Fu, Hong Kong and martial arts movie news. Arrowvideo have announced Shawscope Volume 4, which is to be released on the 8th of December 2025 and is available to pre-order now on their website. It's also already up on Amazon, but it's $169.99, whereas on Arrow's site it's 120 quid. So right now you'd be saving 50 sheets ordering it from Arrow. Now I think this has happened with every previous volume where Arrow say that it's 170 quid, but you can have it for 120 quid. I've no idea what that's all about, but it's just more stupid crap. All the details are available now on their website, so let's take a look. Shawscope Volume 4 Limited Edition Blu-ray, 120 quid, RRP 169.99, say 50 sheets, silliness. Let's have a look at some images of it. So there it is, showing a booklet and the discs. Front of the box, and then another angle of the box. There you go, pre-order. 8th of December 2025. So let's have a look at this. As special effects driven horror and sci-fi cinema dominated the global box office in the 1970s, Hong Kong's mightiest film studio, Shaw Brothers, not only followed suit but took things one step beyond. So that's giving us an idea there of the sort of things that are in this box set, special effects driven. And let's have a look at this bit. From slimy creatures to supernatural wizardry to sex-crazed serial killers, the biggest collection in Arrowvideo's Shawscope series yet features 16 of the wildest and weirdest films the company ever made, gorgeously restored in all their gory glory with an amazing array of never-seen-before bonus features. Again, this is an indication of what this box set includes: slimy creatures and supernatural and gory glory. The contents of the set are high-definition 1080p Blu-ray presentations of all 16 films, all newly restored. Yep. 60-page collector's booklet. Yep. New artwork by Matt Frank and Jolyon Yates, Mike Lee Graham, Chris Mulburn, and Ian Sheedy. All right, and then we get onto the films. Disc 1 is Super Inframan. Disc 2 is Oily Maniac and Battle Wizard. And then Disc 3, Black Magic Part 2. Disc 4, Hex and Bewitched. Disc 5, Hex vs. Witchcraft and Hex After Hex. Disc 6, Bat Without Wings, Bloody Parrot. Disc 7, Fate Ghost Catchers, Demon of the Loot. Disc 8, Seeding of a Ghost, Portrait in Crystal. Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. And then you've got disc 10 is a bonus disc that has Hong Kong, the show of Mr. Shaw, a 1972 French TV profile of Shaw Brothers, like that. Brand new essay on Ho Meng Hua, written and narrated by Ray Hendricks. Appreciation of Super Inframan, appreciation of Bat Without Wings, appreciation of Demon of the Loot, appreciation of Bat Wizard, and Demon of the Loot again, and theatrical trailers for most of the films in the set. Some never seen on video before. Now then, as with anything, opinions on this release are a mixed bag. Arrow have released a trailer montage for most of the films on their YouTube channel, so it's not a trailer advertising the box set, it's simply just trailers for the films. So if you want to get a better idea of what you get in this set, then head over to Arrow's YouTube channel and take a look. What I have done though is grab some of the comments that are on the video to give us an idea of what some people are thinking about this box set so far. So let's take a look at those. Voriten says, "We are getting the fantasy and horror box. Yes." He likes it. Pierre Casson says, "Portrait in Crystal is one of this collection I truly like the most, provided it's the uncut version. Very creepy one. The Black Magic ones are too savage for my taste." Fletch Killman 2205, Inframan. "My mum rented this for me on a whim when I stayed home from school for being sick. I did not know what to expect, but when I saw Shaw Brothers in the credits, I was definitely happy. I even remember seeing Bruce Rotation star Bruce Lee in a bit part. Great movie." Savante says, "Yes! Been waiting a long time for a collection focused on Shaw's sci-fi and supernatural films. Dakari Holder 02. Dakari, how you doing? This is a guy that watches the channel. My mind is blown. I can't wait for this set. Demon of the Loot doesn't even look real. So Dakari's looking forward to it. FVKLO. Hell yeah. Evil Food Guru. Inframan. Fire, fire, fire. Sam Tyler, 1974. Already ordered. So when's volume 5 out? And Horodu 4081. But don't forget all the other Kung Fu Shaw movies we long for. That's the YouTube comments so far, but bear in mind at this time the video has only been up for 9 hours. It has 2,939 views and 205 likes. As you'll be aware, you can dislike a video, but you can't see publicly how many dislikes there are anymore because people might cry about it. Arrow will be able to see that data though. The only other data I have to share that gives an indication of what some people think is from a WhatsApp group that I'm part of, and this group is made up of Kung fans. Now, they have only said these things privately in this group chat, so I'm not going to name any of them, but I will read out some of their thoughts as it shows what another section of Kung Fu movie fans are thinking about this set. Okay, so someone posted the trailer reel and said, not going to get this one, no Kung Fu. Next person responds, me too. Next person responds, not for me. The next person responds, so disappointed with this set, no Kung Fu. Someone else has said that no one's really going to buy it. I don't think it's going to be a big seller for completists. Next person says, oh, hang on. Oh. They have not included OST, so the soundtrack CDs in this volume. The only good decision made. And I have to say, I don't agree with that because I'd rather have them than not have them. And I actually like them anyway. And they're not going to charge you any less for not including them. Another one, Where is Tiger Boy, Asia Pole, Treasure Hunters, etc. The titles people want. What we definitely don't want are re-releases of existing titles that already look good. It's a really bizarre volume. I have to say, there is a lot of sense to be said there. It is annoying sometimes that they release these films. And as that person says there, we've already got good qual versions of these films. So as you can hear, the thoughts on this group versus the thoughts on the Arrow YouTube comments, they are quite a bit different. Right, so let's pick up on that comment that someone said in the Kung group, which is what we definitely don't want are re-releases of existing titles that already look good. So as I said, that is a good point. So let's have a look at that in a little more detail. The first film is The Super Inframan, previously released by 88 Films on Blu-ray already, 14th of January 2019. It's got English and Chinese audio, reversible sleeve, and a behind-the-scenes stills gallery. And this upcoming one on Shawscope Volume 4 has Mandarin, Cantonese, and English mono, so an extra audio track. Option to view the film in its US theatrical version, a brand new commentary track, a interview with Bruce Lee, and super ultra infra action video essay, theatrical trailers, TV spots, and radio spots. So, I mean, I think that's pretty obvious. I'm going to say that Arrow wins. The next film is Oily Maniac, released by 88 Films on the 24th of July 2017. It's got Chinese audio and a reversible sleeve. Maybe there was a version with a slipcase that had more stuff, but I don't know. I couldn't find it. And the Arrow version has Mandarin audio, so Chinese audio, and a commentary track. So I'm going to say in that case, Oily Maniac, Arrow wins because it's got a commentary track. The next one is Black Magic. That's released again by 88 Films, 31st of October 2016. It's got a DVD and a Blu-ray, a HD master, English and Chinese soundtracks, a trailer, reversible sleeve, limited edition booklet notes, and the Arrowvideo version has got Chinese and English audio tracks and a commentary track. So this one is a little bit more tricky because if you think about it, it's just about what you prefer. So you either want a commentary track or trailer, reversible sleeve, limited edition booklet notes. Yeah, I'm not sure. I really ain't sure. So I'm going to say this one, I'm going to give it a draw. So Black Magic, I'm going to give a draw because there's more features on the 88 version, but you could say that the commentary is a better thing to have than those other features. But whatever, I've got to give it something. So I'm going to go with a draw on that. Next one, Black Magic 2, released by 88 Films, 11th June 2018. Chinese and English audio, commentary track, and on the Arrowvideo version, we've got a Chinese and English audio as well, and a commentary track and an alternate US opening. So I think for Black Magic 2, I am going to give it to Arrow. Real skins though. Really, really, really skins. Because they've both got an audio commentary, but the Arrow one's got an alternate US opening. I can't compare the commentary tracks and go, yeah, but the 88 commentary track is better than the Arrow commentary track. Can't do that. Don't know. So it's a real skin tighters, but I'm going to give Black Magic 2 to Arrowvideo because it's got something extra in the alternate US opening, but it's only a minor thing. So it's skin tighters, that one. The next one is Hex, and released by 88 Films, 26 September 2016, DVD and Blu-ray, HD master, Cantonese soundtrack. It's got the studio that conquered a continent, an overview of Shaw Brothers with Bay Logan, and Bay Logan on Hong Kong movie language, and a trailer. And the Arrow version has got Cantonese and Mandarin, and that's it. I mean, so this is obvious. Hex 88 smashes it because it's got, well, if you like, it's even got an extra disc in it. It's got a DVD in it, and it's got 2 Bay Logan things on there, and he's definitely qual at this stuff, and a trailer. So it's pretty obvious. Hex smashes it. I mean, pretty easy, I'd say. So 88 wins on this one. Easy. Next one is Bewitched. Released by 88 Films, 9th October 2017. HD master, Chinese audio, reversible sleeve, audio commentary by Bay Logan, and the upcoming Arrowvideo version as Cantonese and Mandarin audio, and a commentary track by James Mudge. Now, so again, this is, I mean, it's pretty tight, but I'm going to give this one to 88 Films because I like James Mudge. He's a good bloke and he definitely knows his stuff. And I cannot compare the Bay Logan commentary against the James Mudge one. I can't do it. But going off of, as I can't, I'm going to go off of history and go, Bay Logan's commentaries are brilliant. And it's got a reversible sleeve and all. So the fact that it's got a reversible sleeve, something extra, not by much, but Bewitched is going to 88. The next one, Seeding of a Ghost, released by 88 Films, 16th of January 2017. DVD, Blu-ray, HD transfer, Chinese audio, Hong Kong featurette, audio commentary by Logan, reversible sleeve, limited edition booklet notes, and the upcoming Arrowvideo one is Cantonese and Mandarin, and a commentary by James Mudge. So I'm going to have to go with 88 Films on Seeding of a Ghost as well. There's just, we got competing audio commentaries, but on top of it, I've got reversible sleeve and limited edition booklet notes. However, it's kind of weird though, right? Because even in the box set, there'll be booklet and notes and whatever. So to summarize, comparison results: Super Inframan is Arrow, Oily Maniac Arrow, Black Magic is a draw, Black Magic 2's Arrow, Hex is 88, Bewitched is 88, Seeding of a Ghost is 88. So the final score is Arrow 3 and 1 draw, 88 3 and 1 draw, which makes it a draw. So what you've got to try and think of there is, what kind of stuff do you prefer? Do you prefer to have these films on single disc with a box and a 1 film per disc as per 88 Films releases? Or would you rather have them in a box set where you've got 2 films per disc but they've got different features. Do you like these films so much that you want the 88 films versions and the new Arrow versions because they have different stuff? We can't compare the quality. We don't know what the quality is like. I mean, they're both Blu-rays, so you'd think that they'd be fairly comparable on quality, but we don't know. Right? One might be better than the other. Who knows? But let's just say that the quality is a much of a muchness. Then what you're doing? Some people might like these films so much that they've already got the 88 films versions and they're going to get them again in this box set. Or you're just going to get them again by default because there's other films in the box set that haven't been released before. So you're just going to get them anyway. Regardless, it's all subjective and it's all personal preference. I just did it so you could have a little bit more information about some of these films that are in this Shawscope Volume 4 box set that have indeed been released before on Blu-ray already by 88 films. So it's just for information purposes only. Make of it what you will. So what do I think of Shawscope Volume 4? Well, being a Kung Gizzer, I'm with the Kung group because this box set pretty much doesn't have any Kung films. What I will say, though, is that it doesn't profess to. Shaw Brothers, to many people, including me, is a powerful Kung Fu movie film studio. So when we see that logo, we think Pops and Kung Fu, and there's not much Kung to see here. But as I say, it doesn't pretend to be a Kung box set. It is a Shaw Brothers box set. If it's not for fans of Kung Fu films, is it for fans of Shaw Brothers Film Studio and its history? Or for fans of Hong Kong films in general? Or for fans of fantasy sci-fi films? Or for fans of horror films? Or all of this? Obviously, for some people, it's everything. And for others, it's maybe only one or two things. But that does cover a fair few interests. Kung Fu might be my main interest, and that may be the thing that's most excluded here. And I'm not really into sci-fi or horror films. However, I am interested in Shaw Brothers Studios and its catalogue of films, and I am interested in Hong Kong movies in general. So with that being said, I am somewhat interested in this box set. In addition, I like all the bonus materials included, like the presentation in general, the booklet notes, the new quote prints, any commentary tracks, interviews and featurettes, and some, not all of the films, have English dubs included, which is great because although I've got most of these films already, they are Hong Kong releases, so they do not include English dubs, and I do like the original English dubs of this era. Now, of the 12 films on Shawscope Volume 1, 11 are Kung films. Of the 14 films on Shawscope Volume 2, 13 are Kung. Of the 14 films on Shawscope Volume 3, 12 films are Kung. Now, some of these ones are a bit more sword, but they are still martial arts based. So to be fair, they have given us a lot of Kung on the previous 3 volumes. And although I might just want more Kung, others might not. And Shaw Brothers have covered a lot more genres, so this might be a welcome change for some. Personally, I don't like it that they haven't included the soundtrack CDs because I like them, and it's simply extra content that I'd rather have than not. And I'm sick of companies giving us less and charging us the same or more. However, in this case, I have to note that there are 16 films in the set, which is the highest number so far, and 2 more than the previous volume. If in the future there's a volume 5, that might have more of the Kungs that we want to see, but it could also be full of musicals. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. And of course, no one is forcing anyone to buy it. Now that's it for this edition of Ultimate News. Let's get the chat going and let everyone know in the comments section what your thoughts are on Shawscope Volume 4. Have you got some news to share? A new film coming out or an event to promote? Then get in touch to be featured on the next episode of Ultimate News. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more Kung Fu movie news updates. Thanks very much and see you later.